we are going to get better body and sound mind as well. Okay, thank you. Are you counting there? Yes. Okay. 9, 20. Okay, from there we're moving to this. You come up, you bring the two legs yourself. 1, right, 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so that's another 10 of another different kind of floor routine. Okay, all right, before we go today, let me just give you this. All right, the two legs up. So now we're bringing the fingers to the toes there. All right, 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's keep it. It's good for me and you. Thank you for joining us. Join us tomorrow on same program, same time, and on same TV. Thank you very much. We love you.
Good day, friends. My name is Olasode Oladapo, and I am both excited and humbled to bring you this wonderful magic moments of inspiration. We've been having a beautiful time since we began this journey, and I believe that you are a step closer to your greatness than you were before we began this journey. Today's topic is one I am very passionate about. This is because it could almost single-handedly assure you of greatness. Truly great men value what we're going to discuss today above their power, above their wealth, above their positions. I'm talking about learning. We're talking today about the power of learning. You see, learning is an extremely powerful tool because via learning, you acquire knowledge. Knowledge produced from the experiences of great men that have gone ahead of you. You acquire knowledge by learning. Knowledge gives you an edge over your contemporaries and positions you for greatness. So if you say that knowledge is the bedrock of greatness, you will be spot on. Let me say this, dear friend. There's a body of knowledge out there that would extremely and dramatically transform your life. By knowledge, I mean a body of information that forms the basis of your actions. This knowledge is available for you to acquire by learning. That's one major reason I'm assured of your greatness, because I know the exact thing you need to become great is available out there. However, you need to learn it. You need to develop what I call the learner's attitude. You need to have your mind tuned to a frequency that it makes you receive knowledge easily. You need to have your mind in a place where you can quickly identify and absorb the knowledge that you need. There's a saying which goes thus: when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So that means that you've not encountered the knowledge you need because you are not ready to learn it. When you are, knowledge will flow to you effortlessly for as long as you have the learner's attitude. Having said this, the million-dollar question is what contributes the learner's attitude. Allow me to explain the answer to that question in the following. It's an understanding that you don't know all you need to know to achieve your greatness. A major component of the learner's attitude is when you know. And in case you don't know, I put it to you that there is something out there that you don't know, but you need to know to achieve the greatness you so seek seriously. It is developing an unquenchable desire for that knowledge that you need to know. So once you know that there's something I need to know to achieve what I want to achieve, then you become passionate about knowing that thing. The learner's attitude is also knowing that teachers are hidden in every event, in every experience, in every encounter you have as you journey through this world. The learner's attitude is understanding that you can multiply the scope and speed of your learning if you position yourself to learn from others, both learners and non-learners alike. This understanding will lead you to voracious reading. It will lead you to developing mentorship and learning relationships. It will lead you to keenly observing events around you and a lot more other things. The learner's attitude is developing the habit of meditation and questioning. One of the things that is not encouraged in Africa so much is questioning. And until you ask questions, you may not unearth hidden knowledge. It's the ability to learn, unlearn, and relearn as the situation demands. In conclusion, the learner's attitude is the attitude that must be consciously and deliberately maintained by the person that is journeying to greatness. This is the only way you can fully maximize your potential for greatness. If learning has brought people greatness in the past, I'm sure learning would also bring you greatness. I have had a wonderful time sharing these bits with you at this time, and I believe that something important has been deposited into your heart. So I want to say thank you to our producers and the station for bringing me this opportunity. I want to encourage you to not just hear what we say, but you should make use of them. Till next week when I come your way, your greatness is assured. Have a great day ahead.
Mango. The name mango, by which the fruit is known in English and Spanish-speaking countries, derived from the Malayan manna, which the Portuguese adopted as manga when they came to Kerala in 1498 for the spice trade. Mangoes originated in India over 4,000 years ago and are considered a sacred fruit. Portuguese explorers introduced mangoes to Brazil in the 16th century, and from Brazil, mangoes spread throughout the Americas. They were fruits planted in Barbados in 1742, and by the early 19th century were being grown in Mexico. Mangoes are a good source of fiber and antioxidants, including vitamin C, which means they support a healthy immune system and may fight chronic and inflammatory diseases. They also contain nutrients that support eye and skin health and a good part of all over the healthy diet. Mangoes have been an important crop in India for millennia. Though today, these colorful sweet fruits are a mainstay of Indian cuisine and are popular throughout the world. Mango can weigh a few ounces to more than 5 pounds each, depending on the variety. Regardless of the type of mango you buy, the fruit offers some impressive health benefits. While mangoes were historically only available at the end of the dry season, today they can be found in grocery stores all year long. The vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants in mango can provide important health benefits. For example, vitamin K helps your blood clot effectively and helps prevent anemia. It also plays an important role in helping strengthening the bones. Mangoes are also rich in vitamin C, important for forming blood vessels and healthy collagen. Mango is thought to have originated over 5,000 years ago in the Indo-Burma region, which extends from eastern India and southern China across Southeast Asia. The cultivation of mango began slowly from westward with spice trade. The Portuguese, who landed in Calcutta in 1498, were the first to establish a mango trade. Mango seeds travel from Asia to the Middle East, East Africa, and South America around 3000 to 4000 AD. Spanish explorers brought mangoes to South America and Mexico in the 1600s. Mango is a staple in the cuisine in all of the tropical and subtropical countries where it's grown. From Southeast Asia to South America, there are over 1,000 different mango varieties grown throughout the world. A very small percentage of fresh mango available commercially in the US are grown in South Florida and Southern California. The first attempt to introduce the mango into the US came in 1833 to Florida. The mango has had a tumultuous history in Florida due primarily to weather, minimizing the commercial production of the fruit in the early 1990s. Mango grow in tropical and subtropical climates throughout the world. The primary source of mango for the supply in Brazil, Ecuador, Guatemala, Haiti, Mexico, and Peru. The variety of source countries contribute to the year-round supply of fresh mango. Mango trees thrive in tropical and subtropical climates, particularly in places with good rainfall, followed by a dry season to stimulate fruit production. Exposure to temperature below 30 degrees can kill or severely damage a mango tree. A mango tree can reach a height of 60 feet or more with a canopy of 35 feet. Commercial mango groves are pruned for manageable husbandry and are harvested. The leaves of mango tree are thick, leathery, and oblong in shape, with short pointed heads. Leaves remain on the tree for a year or more. Mango leaves are purple when young and usually mature to a deep green. The mango tree usually bears fruit 4 to 6 years after planting, and the fruit is harvested once a year. Flowers are produced in terminal panicles, loose branch flower cluster forming a pyramid-like shape, 4 to 16 inches long. Each panicle holds up to 1,500 or more flowers. Each flower is small with white petals and a mild sweet aroma. Insects pollinate the flowers, and less than 1% of the flowers will mature to form a fruit. Mangoes can range from 2 to 20 inches in length and from 4 ounces to 5 pounds. Their shape can vary from flat to round to long and slender. The color of the mango skin depends on the variety. In some varieties, fruits hanging in the sunlight are usually brighter than those inside the canopy of the same tree and can develop a red blush skin. It is not an indicator of ripeness. It takes about 4 months for a mango to mature on the tree. Mangoes can be raised from seed or propagated by grafting, the joining of a woody shoot from a mature tree with a seedling. A seedling tree will take longer to produce fruit and usually will be more difficult to manage compared to a grafted tree. The growth of the mango tree causes a process called carbon sequestration, the process of removing carbon from the atmosphere. Mango trees absorb carbon dioxide from the environment and use it to form the trunk, branches, leaf, and fruit of the mango tree. The tree produces oxygen and releases it into the atmosphere during the process. The process of growing, harvesting, and transporting mango to the US generates greenhouse gas. Research studying both the emission and the sequestration of typical mango found that in Mexican states of Nayarit and Sinaloa, the average mango tree could sequester 2 to 2.5 times the carbon that is emitted during growth, harvest, and transport to the US. The average mango tree in the Mexican state of Chiapas could absorb 7 times the carbon that is emitted. The mango tree produces the delicious mango fruit while absorbing carbon dioxide, producing oxygen and supporting the livelihoods of thousands of workers. According to the US Department of Agriculture, 1 cup of chopped mango contains 99 calories, 1 gram of protein, 6 grams of fat, 25 grams of carb, 33 grams of fiber, 23 grams of sugars, 89 microgram vitamin A, 7 grams of vitamin K, 60 milligrams of vitamin C, 277 milligrams of potassium.
Good morning, sir. Adúpẹ́ mo gbóyìn mọ́. Good morning, sir. Adúpẹ́ mo gbóyìn mọ́. Good morning, ma. Adúpẹ́ mo gbóyìn mọ́. Èdè òyìnbó kì í ṣe ti bàbá mi. Wọ́n ní nǹkan katapila èyí mẹ́ta kò dé ṣáàdó bàbá
wọ́n
wọn.
fọwọ́ wọn sọ̀yà.
Ṣòkòrò kí lókè balẹ̀ náà.
òkè balẹ̀ náà.
Ṣòkòrò kí lókè balẹ̀ náà.
ibẹ̀ náà wà tó ti ń dá bí ẹ̀dùn tó ti ń rọ̀ bí òwe bàbá owó túndé túndé. bàbá lọ́jà yàlájẹ́ oníṣòwò kéékèèké pẹ̀lú oníṣòwò ńláńlá ẹjọ́ TV channel o lòlè jọjà yìí tàyẹ sọ fún wọn.
OSBC lókè balẹ̀
OSBC lókè balẹ̀
Channel 32 UHF náà lẹ̀
Channel
sọ.
32 UHF ẹgbẹ́ polówó ọjà wá síbẹ̀ wọn. OSBC Channel 32 kí ló ń ṣe níbẹ̀ gan òjijì tún lè ṣàdùrẹ́ ṣe ọmọ.
Wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ àsìkò ní àjọyọ̀.
Oyin àsìkò tó ń ṣàkóso.
Kọ́ni lọ́gbọ́n lọ́lọ́kan òjò
Ètò
kan.
tó kọ́ ní lọ́kàn.
Ọ̀rọ̀ àsìkò tó tún bá gbanú gidi. Ẹ ṣe publicity fún business tí a já
Èyí
o.
pọ̀
Ìwọ lọ rí wọn tún dé ṣáàdó bàbá
wọ́n
wọn.
fọwọ́ wọn sọ̀yà.
Ṣòkòrò kí lókè balẹ̀ náà.
òkè balẹ̀
Ṣòkòrò
náà.
kí lókè balẹ̀
ibẹ̀
náà.
náà wà tó ti ń dá bí ẹ̀dùn tó ti ń rọ̀ bí òwe bàbá owó túndé túndé.
Hello viewers, welcome to your darling station OSBC. Come enjoy a rich menu of programs. On OSBC TV, there is something you must watch. We have drama,
ìwé rárá àjẹ́ ilé tó máa forí mi níbi ìwé rárá yàrá ké wọlé ìwé rárá.
Honey, is it not eating?
I just heard strange words and incantations, like ritual songs, coming from his room.
Honey, it's okay. Let me go and talk to him.
sports,
It is Mel! Yes! Oh, yes! What a brilliant free kick!
good musicals, educational television, kiddies and cartoons. Quality discussions and editorials.
Having an holistic view of what is playing out now in the political climate, general summary.
Then you equally saddle the same minded with controlling, the funding and the money to which a party could spend. Actually, it's unfortunate that the parties are not sincere. They cannot be sincere in the nature of elections we are organizing. In the developed society, it's not as if the things are a little bit, but today people are challenging even Trump's elections in terms of information, in terms of managing the activities, in terms of his campaign. You can't do that here.
And news on the go.
For prioritizing agriculture as a means of diversifying the economy.
Join us on StarTimes channel 113, Free TV 502, and follow us online at osbcng.org. Meet us on our social media platforms. OSBC Television, we keep you updated.
Àràbà ni bàbá, ẹni abálábà ni bàbá. OSBC Television Channel 32 UHF, StarTimes 113 àti Free TV 502. Pẹ̀lú èèkàn ayélujára osbcng.org ti gbé àwọ̀ tuntun wọ̀. Ẹ máa pàdé wa ní gbogbo ìgbà fún àkànṣe eré oníṣe.
ọ̀rọ̀ lọ bọ́ọ̀rọ̀ lọ sọ ọmọ pàṣẹ ọkọ̀.
It's a lovely Tuesday morning. Good morning out there. How are you? We are doing great here. This is Osun State Broadcasting Corporation, and live, definitely on 113 Star Times and our YouTube presence on
YouTube channel. It's a pleasure having everyone on board this morning. Today, 19th day of the month of July 2022. That's about it's about 3 days now that we had our election in the state. My name is Benga Famino, together with two important guests with us in the studio this morning, and all of us together will be x-raying the just concluded election, especially the roles of the umpires. The umpires in every election, there are three major stakeholders: the politicians that seek election, that seek votes from electorates. The electorates form the second major stakeholders in an average election, and the umpires. The umpires are the people saddled with the responsibility of making sure that the election runs effectively. Talking about the security agencies, the media, the watchdogs of the election, and of course, definitely the institution that organizes the election. In the case of Nigeria, we're talking about the Independent National Electoral Commission, and all of us that form the umpire. These are the three major stakeholders in every election. What do we all have to say about the just concluded election? There's so many reactions. Many have said, okay, it seems Nigeria is getting it right, little by little or more and more. These are some of the things we'll be looking at this morning. And what roles did these institutions that form the umpire, what roles did they play? And together with me in the studio this morning is the spokesperson of the Nigerian Police Force. Please help me welcome Mrs. Yelusi. It's a pleasure having you with us this morning, Ma. Thank you so much, Ma.
Good morning, viewers. Thank you for having me here this morning.
It's a pleasure having you.
Thank you so much.
She's not alone. Also with me is Barrister Wahid. Comrade Saka Wahid. Comrade Saka Wahid. Well, the way it sounds, there's a barrister in him when he sounds. Maybe I'm expecting him to go to the law school. It's a pleasure having you.
That would be in 5 years.
It's a pleasure having
you. Good
you.
morning, Nigerians. Good morning, also.
Thank you so much. Mrs. EMBC Opalola, you look very fresh, very beautiful as usual.
Yes.
But Saturday was not really like that. I hope you remember to wear your makeup on Saturday. I hope you remembered because that was the day you were everywhere.
Yes.
You were everywhere to make sure
yes.
It was a success.
Even I went on the hair.
Yes. Let's start by having a kind of self-assessment, because incidentally, the three of us here belong to the umpires. We belong to the umpires. It would have been so nice if we could have third party assessing us, but let's have a kind of assessment of last Saturday. Let's start with the watchdogs, the civil rights organizations and the likes. That goes to Comrade Wahid. How would you evaluate the last election?
Well, congratulations to Osun people. Congratulations to the People's Democratic Party. And importantly, very, very importantly, congratulations to Independent National Electoral Commission.
Okay.
They have come this far. And they are giving us a reason to hope. INEC gave us a reason to believe that government of the people, by the people,
and for the people can actually thrive. Before election, I came here.
Yes, I was about saying it, that you were here before election.
And I said, I hope we have a free, fair, credible, and importantly, peaceful election. And they gave us...
So let's start with the last word. Was it peaceful?
Very, very peaceful.
Very, very peaceful.
Very, very peaceful. Across board. I move around, you know, I'm an accredited observer, and I saw people going about the business of election peacefully. And the credit should go to INEC. You know, the era of snatching ballot boxes is over in our electionary process. The era of employing thugs is over. The era of overvoting is getting to an end. And if you remember, during the collation, a returning officer said at a particular polling unit there was overvoting. The ballot the paper is more than accredited voter by beavers, and which means they cancel that unit. Next time, our people will not overvote. We are moving in a direction that the power will truly belong to the people.
To the people.
And they have to decide. The election may not be perfect. May not be perfect yet. But we are moving towards a perfection. And that is why we should all continue to support INEC. We should all continue to educate our people.
So
because I want to conclude. I want to conclude with one thing. That PVC in the hands of a non-informed voter is like a gun in the hands of a drunkard.
Okay.
Can shoot anything. But we are in the right direction.
All right. Now, before I go to PPRO, now, talking about the election being peaceful, you mentioned only INEC.
Yes.
Do you think only INEC actually earned the credit?
I will tell you that if there is no beavers, if it's not for INEC, we will have overstressed our security that day.
Okay.
I saw them in the air.
Yes.
I saw them everywhere.
That's right.
You understand? But even in my polling unit, the stress is minimal compared to the past on the security men.
Then towards, you also mentioned voter education.
Yes.
There was a lot of enlightenment. There were lots of enlightenment programs towards the election. And there was this sensitization that drummed it in the ears of the people that the security presence, if you mess up, this will happen. What would you say about the roles of the security operatives in the last election?
You see, I need to equally give them some credit. Because we deployed security men to the tune of like 20,000 plus. And I saw mobile police men. You know, why I should give them credit is not because they work well.
Okay.
But because they even conducted themselves in a peaceful way.
Professionally.
That is unlike our policemen.
That's right. Not because PPRO is here.
No. I won't. The PPRO is our person. So.
But definitely.
But,
yes.
You know, the conduct of officers. You know, there are some NGO that are monitoring the conduct of officers.
That's right.
On election day. I give them that credit. In the past, we will see officer at the polling unit practically drunk.
In the past, we see officers and men of our security encouraging things that are antithetical to electoral process.
That's right.
But last Saturday,
that didn't happen.
That didn't happen.
Okay, let's.
The report was never against our security.
That's fine.
That is a credit to them.
Talking about reports not being against the security operatives. Mrs. Yemisi Opalola, the police PRO. What happened? What was different last election? Like Comrade Wahid said, we didn't have instances where security operatives were aiding or abetting misbehaviors during the election. In the past, we will see security operatives proudly indulging in such acts, looking for opportunities to enrich their pockets. But we didn't see such instances this last election. What did you do differently this last election? Was it that you put more fears in the minds of your officers, or what? What happened?
Yeah, thank you so much. Firstly, I give God the glory. Because if God is not behind us, it wouldn't have gone that way. Apart from that, so we cannot be stagnant. We cannot be on the same page forever. People has to learn more and know more. You learn from past mistake to correct the future.
That's right.
And that is what has happened. And the synergy between the security agencies, so tight. When you work in unity, you will achieve. Before the election, I can say since the CP, Commissioner of Police, CP Olawale Olokode, came to this command, he has caused that synergy between the security agencies. Because immediately he came, he called on all of them, and they have been having meetings. Even towards the election, he has already worked before he was moved because of election. And so it is on that template that the people that came for election were working, because he has already told them what has been on ground. And immediately they called those security agencies, they heard the security chiefs, and they talked to them. And when they were doing the meetings, those ones also told the people that came for the election that they have already been in it. They were telling the DIG that headed the election what has been on ground, and they worked on that. And that is what make you see the success of Saturday. Because even we had we created a situation room, like an ops room, where every security agency has their men on ground.
Okay. A situation for all the sister agencies.
Immediately there is any report from anywhere, we transmit it to them. The one that concerns the civil defense, they will take it up and do it quickly. The one that concerns the DSS, they take it up and they work on it quickly.
And the CP was also inside
in that situation
was
room.
There too.
Yes, in the situation room. And we were going, the DIG were going, I was going, you will see me practically going with him everywhere. So we're going, even on here, we went to be monitoring it. I think when you see that you are being monitored, and also before the election started at all, we have received some policemen have received the alert.
Let's use this opportunity to enhance the understanding of our people. You kept saying on air, for the benefits of understanding. On air could mean you are in the TV, on TV screen.
I'm talking about the helicopters.
In the helicopter,
We deployed helicopters
Like how many?
For the
like three helicopters.
Yes,
that's fine.
For the area, assessment
Surveillance.
and monitor.
That's right.
Surveillance. Then we deploy even the boat.
Okay.
The speedboat.
The waterways.
For the water, yes.
Oh.
They were on Ashejire and this Elie.
Oh, wonderful.
3 of them.
Okay.
So even if you want to snatch anything, you want to perpetrate any evil, you want to run away into the waters. No, we have better swimmers that have been trained, so they will be caught. When they see all these things that is overwhelming around them, that they know that they cannot run from anywhere. People are up in the air and people are down. People are on the waters. They will see. They will advise themselves.
Is it true that a couple of hours to the election, security aids of VIPs of politicians were withdrawn? Is it true?
Yes.
Okay.
So that they will not do. They are not supposed to be working for any politician. We're supposed to be apolitical. So everyone must be withdrawn back to the base. So let politicians face their own politics. Let us do the security work.
Then what magic did you perform to have been able to effectively manage hooliganism?
Yes, because some of them, before the election, some of them have also been arrested. They have been identified, and we have picked them up. We put them in the cooler. So it was after the election we now release them to go. I mean, they cannot do anything again after that.
Okay. And
some flash points has been identified, and that is where we were able to pick all these ones that we know can be a threat.
The security agencies did well, but perhaps they didn't work. The success was not. Maybe the success would not be. The credit for the success wouldn't be given to the security operatives alone. Which other institutions worked with
INEX,
to make it?
Even the NGOs.
Success. Okay.
Even the electorate.
Okay.
It seems as if the electorates are now getting it right. They, you see a kind of I was hearing, I have to have some feedback from outside. So people were telling me yesterday, some people were talking. They were talking carelessly. They said, we collected money from so, but we still vote for whoever we love. When it has gotten to that, which means they really know what they want.
That's right.
So nobody can force them to do anything against their wish.
Okay.
So they actually collected money.
All right.
They said it, but they really voted for the people they want.
All right, let me quickly return to Comrade Wahid. Before election, we were here together.
Yes.
And vote buying was a major concern. We discussed it, and we were only hoping. Right now, we're giving a sigh of relief that, oh, thank God. It's like, are we saying there was no instance of vote buying in the Australian election?
Vote buying was rampant during the election. In fact, vote buying, there was institutional vote buying before the election day. And there was on the spot vote buying on the election day.
Okay. Now, are you making this allegation based on reports or hearsay, what you heard, or what you saw yourself?
What I saw it. There are things that you cannot actually substantiate.
Okay.
Things that people do discreetly.
Okay.
The onus is on you to substantiate. But we saw it. We saw parties writing names down immediately after voting. We saw some people linking one to another person to go and collect money. You understand? Okay. It's rampant. That is the new challenge that we have to face as civil society, as security, as INEC. That is the new challenge, because our electoral process from 1999 to date evolved, and the involvement is what we are now. When we block an hole, it's like another hole is created.
There was a report talking about another hole. Yes. There was a report that there was a method adopted for, should I call it, disguised vote buying in the Australian election. It's a method by which a particular electorate will pretend to be non-literate that please, I need help, I need somebody to assist me, I cannot really work it out myself, and somebody will come around in the name of trying to enlighten.
That is one
is
that is one of many ways politicians go about their things. You cannot actually pin it on one particular.
You are also affirming that actually happened.
There are many things that happened on that day, but the reality is, like PPRO rightly said, people know where they want to vote. It looks like vote buying, selling of their votes is an icing on the cake for them. So it's just but like I said the other time, we need more education. We need to tell people
more education.
Yes, you cannot have enough. You cannot have enough of education. The voting pattern, talking about the policies that to shape the people. You understand? We cannot have enough of education on that area. So as far as I'm concerned, vote buying is the new menace facing our electoral process. And I have no doubt, just like
policemen that went to Ekiti were here to conduct the election here, and they even attested to that it was not as that one of Ekiti. And this, which means there has been an improvement. And I think the next one, the general election is going to be, there's going to be more improvement on that. And also, I think the sensitization that we have to do will not stop.
I was about saying that.
Yes, it will not stop.
Are we taking a break?
No, we are not taking any break, because we have already, after the election, I think I had meetings with some of the stakeholders yesterday in this election, like the NGOs that I was talking about. We still had meetings with the INEC, some other people, and some other the observers, both international and the domestic ones. They were in my office yesterday. Some of them we worked together yesterday, and some of the civil society people, even from outside, they came yesterday too, and we're still talking about how we will continue to synergize, to continue to work on this before the next election. It's not going to be a one-stop.
So we'll be having more on TV and radio as well.
More of these things, so that it will have prepared people before the next election. They will not forget what has been done, and they will continue to improve on it for the next election. I think that we will continue to do that. Okay. So it's not going to be a one-stop. One-stop
exercise. Thank you. Comrade Wide, on a parting note, how would you project into 2023 election?
I think
the roles of the watchdog.
The roles of the watchdog.
Because you spoke seriously about enlightenment programs.
I am concerned that 2023 is not a show. It's a general election.
It's a general election.
We may not have the same concentration of stakeholders as we did here. So I know Nigerians are resilient people, and I know we should all work to make this democracy works. We are at a stage that we need to transform our democracy to development. Okay. We are at a stage that we must not look at the democratic experience in isolation. We need to fuse it together with development. Awolowo of blessed memory once said that nobody should be poor enough to sell himself to others. When Nigerians are not poor, I know they will make informed decision on the election.
Informed decision, thank you. PPR Roma, a very quick one in 30 seconds. How would you respond to the sentiment that general election is not going to be as easy for security operatives because they won't have enough men on ground, and so hooligans saying, okay, that should be an opportunity for them to operate. How would you respond to that?
I don't believe in that, because in the election of a state, like our own state, even the hooligans from other parts of the states will be looking at the same state. As we are deploying, like the other time.
You only have enough men.
You know, what I'm saying is this. In the election of Osun, we deployed 21,000 men to work in Osun. But let me tell you, the same way the hooligans, as you call it, from other states were also imported to the states.
That's right.
But that time, every state will mind.
That's true.
His own.
There will be no importation.
It will only be our own local.
The challenges will reduce.
Yes, will be only our own local and domestic problem. That is what we face. Nobody will come from outside to join.
That's right.
Any other state.
So it's not an excuse for anyone to think.
Yes, so I don't think it's going to be.
It's all right. So, well, when we started this morning, our first words were congratulations.
Yes.
I think that might be the parting words again. That congratulations to Osun and congratulations to one another. That's to the glory of God. PPRO said we should give glory to God as well.
Yes.
That man proposes, God disposes. Osun is known as the state of the virtues. And I think it's no doubt that Osun people have performed impressively. And here in the state of virtues, we have proved that we are indeed virtuous people. We have set the pace. And the entire country, even all over the world, people are applauding the just concluded election. I think it is also good not to forget giving credit to somebody. The sitting governor of the state. One way or the other, the current administration played some wonderful roles to have ensured that all plans work effectively. And I think kudos to the sitting administration. Osun people, congratulations. And it is our hope and desire that we'll continue to experience greater success in Osun. As Osun is being celebrated and being applauded, it is our hope and prayer as well that Nigeria, in the Committee of Nations all over the world, will eventually and very soon rise up to its true name as a giant of Africa. So once again, we give glory to Almighty God for everything. Thank you so much. Big thanks to everyone who tuned in to AM Cafe OSBC TV this morning. It's 113 on Star Times. We are live on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube today, OSBC TV on YouTube. Thank you so much to the producer, Olushola Ogunleye, the executive producer, Lascom Oyebayo, and all hands on deck behind the scene. My name is Binga Faminu. Appreciating you once again for tuning in. Till come here same time tomorrow. This is wishing you a blessed day. Goodbye and God bless.
Right. So here are the highlights Nigeria's under-17 women's taking on Egypt. The Flamingos versus Egypt. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much. And we start with a nice team move from the Flamingos. Essie Danzosu finding Blessing Emmanuel, who flicks it on to Tawa Afolabi, and she gets it to Esther Ajakaye, who puts it into the back of the net. Beautiful goal by the Flamingos, and the score 1-0 in favor of Nigeria. Beautiful flick there by Blessing Emmanuel, and Tawa Afolabi does a great job of holding off two defenders and getting the ball perfectly to Esther Ajakaye, and she does the rest, putting the ball into the back of the net. And the score, Flamingos of Nigeria 1, Egypt 0. Next up is a corner kick taken by Fatima Adesina, and it bounces just right for Omowumi Bello, and she heads it into the back of the net. Second goal for the Flamingos against the Egyptians. And as you see, the corner kick comes in, goalkeeper tries to go for it, misses it, and it just bounced perfectly for Omowumi Bello, and she does the rest, putting the ball into the back of the net. And here we have a showing from the Egyptians. Nada Mansour gets the ball into the area. Razan Tayel gets a foot on it, but she doesn't get it on target. Ball goes wide, and that chance goes away for the Egyptians. Moving to the second half, a corner kick for the Flamingos, and it's headed out of the area, but not as far as Miracle Usani, who slams the ball into the back of the net. And the third goal for the Flamingos, and they're on their way right now. Beautiful goal by
Viewers at home, and welcome to Tuesday's morning edition of AM Sport on OSBC Television. Ileawiye Okebale Oshogbo. My name.
Yeah, good morning and welcome to Newspapers Today on OSBC Television. Oluwatoyin Yusuf is my name today, Tuesday, the 19th of July, 2022. My guest is in the house, but before then, let's have a rundown of the stories that have made headlines this morning. Former workers ask court to jail Police Service Commission Chairman Umahi, that's about your state governor, impoverished Umahi for selfish ambition. That's according to residents. Protest. NLC dares police says notification of protest are not necessary. And insecurity. Federal government considers suspending boarding in rural schools.
Yeah, thanks. I think the police commands and the police authority are doing the right thing. First and foremost, we all know, the situation to do. They know the capacity of men and women in uniform. They have to follow them and prevent wherever to snowball to chaos. Because, like I said, any opportunity people have right now, they will ventilate the annoyance.
Now, insecurity, particularly in the northern part of the country, federal government is considering scrapping boarding facilities in rural schools.
Well, it's unfortunate.
I think that may be as a result of what happened in 2014 when over 200 Chibok girls, were kidnapped. And
absolutely, it's unfortunate. Like I said, it's unfortunate. And again, because what the federal government should do is to provide security. Is to do whatever are needful to make sure that those bandits, when they come around, they're gonna regret it. And again, they do whatever they can to prevent them from even attempting to do so. But depriving those children now of those facilities that they will grow up to remember and they talk about, I don't think it's good. I think our nation should continue to progress, not to be regressing. I don't think it's the best because secondary school first, my parents rented a place for me, and later I moved into the hostel. And the two are not the same. You see, life alone is not life with one's colleagues. So for me, I think the federal government decision is not homely.
It's not homely.
No, it's not.
Okay. And Kano State government is trying to restrict activities of Marwa, Keke Napep, tricycle. I think that should be linked to activities of bandits there.
Absolutely true. That's what I'm saying. They seize every opportunity. every opportunity. And then that means the economy has to be looked at holistically. Why are people going to crimes? This is a country where crime itself is alien to us. This is a country, I remember when I was growing up in Lagos, it's a country that if a thief is caught, if he strip almost half naked, and they will march him around all the streets. This is Nigeria. And this is Nigeria again right now, that criminality is the order of the day.
Yeah.
So I think we need to look at that.
Yeah, Governor Matawale of, I think, Zamfara suspended the emir who went ahead and turbaned a repentant bandit kingpin.
The governor has done the right thing because the emir on his own has actually disgraced the royalty. I believe him sincerely. And, has also demonstrated, allegedly, the connivance of some of these people with the bandits. Yes. And again, how does he want the families of these, who are the victims of this guy to be feeling? Because he's a guy that the federal government puts the sum of 5 million on his head, either to bring him alive or dead.
Or dead.
Yeah, so I don't know whether he's dead now.
Yeah, power supply to drop again, while at the same time, National Electricity Regulatory Commission is saying they will deliver 5,000 megawatts of power. That's a kind of double speak. I don't know.
Double speak now. It should drop. They are going to deliver. They're going to deliver that. They are delivering. And again, I don't even believe in that agency any longer. But these are agencies who keep on saying every day, meter is free. And to get a meter now, 3-phase meter, is between 120 and 150,000 naira.
No, I think in Oshobo here or in Oshun, people pay as low as 63, 65
for a 3-phase meter. No.
Okay, no, just for the prepared.
For a single phase.
Yeah,
it's about 75,000 now. Now, and this agency will tell you, meter is free. They're not supposed to collect money from us. They've already brought in so many millions. So for me, I think those guys are just talking for the people to analyze. Unfortunate.
And the governor-elect of Osho State has called on people to celebrate his victory without violence.
The governor-elect, yeah. Well, I think I agree with that. But when we look at the election, there are lessons to be learned. And one of the fundamental lessons that I want people to take home now is that election was not actually against Governor Adegboyega Oyetola. Okay. It is not because he did not perform. It is not because he did not meet his statutory, bureau's obligations and what have you. It's an election against some of his lieutenants who he employed, who were alien to their constituencies, who lost, their units, who became bigger than the governor himself and were uncontrollable. It's an election against the people who imposed many people on Mr. Governor. Because Mr. Governor is supposed to have paid from day one. When the so-called people sit down in their homes now, the people that are nominated for him, their cousins, their nephews, their children, and this and that. And most of these people they nominated to be in this government were not even known by the people that suffered for the governor to emerge. Most of these people they nominated did not even vote or did not even win anywhere. And they are children of this, they are children of that, this and that. And when you hear these big names, they lost their words. That's the truth. And so I believe very sincerely that the governor now and the governor-elect, will also learn lessons. That it should be their own men from the beginning. Like we normally tell one governor that, look, your name is on the ballot. At the end of the day, the chickens will go to roost. And these guys will move on. But your name that's on the ballot is what you should be able to think about every day of your life. And politics itself is a game of numbers. All these guys who are fighting left, right, and center, bring them into your fold, persuade them, make a list of whatever they want positions, put them anywhere you can put them. Those that I cannot get now, support me, and this and that. But then the people who are around the corridor of power, who later, will become the hawks. And these are the children of this, relations of that, who don't know anything, and who the security operatives will be aligned to see Mr. Governor
will be the one to mislead them.
So what is your advice now for the governor?
Man, that's right. Don't stand. And at the end of the day, by the time the votes are counted, no victor, no vanquished. Yes.